Sometimes I make shit that rocks. Sometimes I make shit that's crazy. Sometimes I make shit with dude. Sometimes I make shit for you. Oh, sometimes I add in the bass. I'm grooving, moving for you. I do the best that I can. Play instruments with my hands. Whoa. I could write a song and it might be lazy. I could write a hit and make the fans go crazy. I could write a melody, words come later. Write the words first, then the melody after that. Sometimes I make shit that rocks. Sometimes I make shit that rocks. Sometimes I make shit that rocks. Sometimes I rock. Sometimes I rock. Sometimes I make shit that rocks. Might make some shit that is dancing. Mix it and master it too. And then deliver to you. Oh, sometimes I make shit for dudes. Sometimes for the ladies too. Mankind is hoping for tunes. I'm gonna make them for you. Mankind. I could write a song and it might be lazy. I could write a hit
Welcome everybody to another episode of Monster Rancher Battle League Season 2. This is Week 9B. Hey, Crits for Cats, thanks for tuning in. I saw that you followed, so appreciate that. I liked your stream yesterday. So, today we got brand new group of monsters in the sense that it's the same group of monsters it always is, but, you know, we get to see them fighting monsters they may not have fought yet. Why is this so off? There we go, that's a little bit better. I think when I resized it, it messed around with the spaces a little bit. So, hopefully everyone is doing well. Hopefully my audio balance is okay. It looks like it's fine. Sugarloaf is here to disappoint, Mom. Why can't he be like Latoverture, you know? But, yeah. 1 second, let me get this going. So, we got Azure Lang, who belongs to Abeth. We got Dougie the doggy, my man. My Garbage Metal Nerd cosplay numbers went back down to 3. I do not know what's wrong with that. We were at like 18. I don't know what the deal is. I think I'm just going to get rid of the bar, honestly. Like, I'll just keep track of it. It's bizarre. Unless someone wants to donate 47 subs so we can just forget about it. The bar will autofill. Yeah, let me... I'm not going to do fake donations. I'm not going to do fake subscriptions. We already know. We know the numbers are like 18 right now. So yeah, Dougie the Doggy is mine. Shifu belongs to Alkius. Rock Band 3 is Stardust Monster. See Stardust in the chat. Astrid belongs to Chaos, who actually had a monster fight yesterday as well. Santana 2, who made top 4. Didn't do too badly. Corvid 19 is Bill Nihilist. Golem the Golem belongs to Bio. And Sugarloaf belongs to Freya, who is already putting her disappointment on display. Not a fan of the fact that her monster has to fight like ever. Okay, here we go. So, for first game, we got Azure Lang, and we got Sugarloaf. Surely it's Azure's time today? Yeah, I would hope so, man. He's so strong. He's just not been able to do anything. He makes top 4 every time. This is his 4th week. It's his 4th week fighting. This is every other monster's 3rd week. But, you know, if you do well, you get more... You get preferential treatment. That's how it works. That's how it's always worked in the league. So there's plenty of other monsters that have only fought twice so far. And will fight it their 3rd time this week, or maybe next week. But Azure Lang needs the extra love, you know? We got Azure, we got Sugarloaf. Okay, prediction is live. Make your bets. Who do you like? Do you like Azure Lang, who's very min-max for damage and crits? Not so much accuracy. Very accurate monster regardless, but, you know, the accuracy statistically is not there. It's just there in the stats. Also, dude, what is with my webcam? Why does it do this every time? I love how it just, every time it decides it's going to check a box that cuts my frame rate in half for no reason. And I just got to uncheck it, and it's back to normal, and we're all good, as if nothing happened. No more crabs? 1 second. I'm going to turn off the fan that's blowing. It's not that cold anymore. Man, I do not have enough room on my desk for all the stuff that's on my desk. Jolly Green Jack A rank? Yeah, he made A rank. He was in a bracket with no one had any speed. Everybody was running just full offense. It's pretty funny. Okay, here we go. Azure Lang, Sugarloaf, Firewall to start things off. 81 damage. I'm sorry, 81%. 66 damage. Not a whole lot, but, you know, it's really accurate, so it's there. Death Scythe hits at 63, 243. Yikes. You know, I don't know who you bet for. There is a clear favorite in this one. Looks like Azure Lang is the favorite in the bets. 71 to 29%. Wow. Flying Mask. Do a little bit of damage, but Sugarloaf does not have a ton of power. Kind of wasted attacks, unfortunately. The Torture had speed and it beat him, yeah. There wasn't many other monsters like that, though. I'm torn on your B ranker build for Intergalactic since all my builds for B rank ain't working. Just do the opposite, whatever you think is good. Just all your points into defense and speed, nothing else. That's gotta work out, right? If they can't kill you, it means you're winning. Work for El Poino. Ooh, Thunder gonna do a little bit of damage, makes him angry. There's a lot of stuff you can do with Intergalactic. I actually really like the build. For my Heroes vs. Heals Lorica I built, I went with basically the exact same build as what you have now. I didn't even get anything extra. Oh no, I got Swing. So I have Swing and Flash Slash, and then Jumping Stab, and that's it. And I think it's a pretty solid build. Claw Assault misses at 59. Firewall hits, a little bit of damage. It's pretty close this time, but Sugarloaf needs to actually get this KO here. Hits a straight, that's not going to do a whole lot of damage. As you're laying with the Anger and the 20 Guts lead, hits another Claw Assault, 216 on the crit. That'll do it. Speed will do well, not a lot of it in B rank. Yeah, everybody's just saying, fuck it, I'm going full offense. It's kind of fun to see whether or not that can continue on. I've seen a couple of the A rank builds already. No, I can't spoil anything, but people don't like speed. I'm just going to say that. Next up, we got Dougie, and we got Golem. We got a lot of main breeds in this. We have a purebred Tiger, we have a purebred Golem, we have a purebred Mew as well. Cepheus likes the sound of that. Do you have Tentacles on Cepheus? I forget. Tentacles is like the tank killer. Yeah, that's free. You have a top tier monster, and then you give it like one of the best techs in the game, and it counters everyone else. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what people are thinking. I go through all. To be fair, nobody's building defense, right? I make all these videos. I say don't fucking build defense. Nobody's building defense. They're just not building any defensive stats. It's just, you know what? 600 intelligence, 600 power. Have at her, you know? The anime battle. Golem. And Dougie, which is his name. It's his canonic name, as we all know. When he first shot it was up, he's like, oh, fuck, bud. I was just out for a rip, and this kid with roller skates comes in and fucks me up. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I mean, high attacking stat does provide some mitigation. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Here we go. Blizzard at 63%. Ooh, crit with a one-hit kill. Gives him power. This is bad for Dougie because he has no speed. Golem's got a chance. Power kick. Lands at 372 on the crit. Dougie is still alive, though. Just needs to attack. Misses the bite. Here comes another kick at 74. That lands again. That'll do it. Kind of crazy that crit kick with power didn't kill. Brow Smash at 71. That lands. There's a crit 311. Dougie's in a little bit of trouble. Doesn't get anger. Hits the Blizzard, though. Once again, no crit. No power for Golem this time, though. Dougie has enough guts to attack. Anything he attacks with will kill. And he just needs to land the attack. 67% that lands. Minus 15 guts. This is very, very heavy damage on both sides in comparison to the amount of life they have. Blizzard at 63. That misses. Golem's got a guts lead against a monster with really bad guts correction in this matchup. Another crit. Golem has literally crit every attack. Hits a scratch. Oh, there's Dougie's first crit. Oh, brow smash. Sorry, brow hit. Dougie wants to get away from those power attacks. Probably, you know, if I was controlling him. But can't do anything about that. Blizzard at 64. That lands. 119, just enough damage. Jesus, what a match. Holy, that was literally anyone's game at every point in the match. On either way. So, I'm going to get my schedule up real quick so I can mark these off. 2-1. Extremely close. Dougie wins that one. So, next up, we got Shifu. Golem, unfortunately, just really doesn't have a lot of life. So even if his opponent doesn't have a great chance to hit, they only need to hit once or twice. Shifu and Corvid 19. Intelligence-based Zilla, not a thing you see too often. People really went in on Dougie for that one. That was much closer than that bet made it look like. Shifu and Corvid 19. Prediction is live. Make your bets. Double offense max life is still probably the easiest way to build mixed attackers, even with the rules this season. Yeah, it's just that it gives you a couple of points left over, right? I think there's ways around it, depending on what text you actually grab. You can go with a lower offensive stat. Okay, while that's going, I'm gonna get my X's and O's ready. The Toverture is mixed now. That's interesting. I haven't taken a look at it yet, if you've sent it to me. High tax stats do provide some mitigation in the sense of defense. Not really, though, because it's a multiplier based on your defense. Oh, the sneeze! The big sneeze! Didn't do much damage, but, you know, it's something. And it's cute. Those are the things that matter. Surprise! Gotcha. Sent it to you the night it advanced. Cool. Yeah, I don't check unless I need to, for the most part. It's too much to keep in my brain banks. The double surprise, Shifu. Not liking this. Shifu has power, I believe. Don't think it has anger, if I remember correctly. Another surprise 3 in a row. That is like 120 guts withered. Cuter than if a real whale sneezed at you? Oh, definitely. No cleanup either. So Shifu's got 10 seconds left. I don't think it's going to build enough guts. I think Corvid might have won on the withering. It did the thing. It did the thing it's supposed to do. Falling Beak at 67. That misses. Shifu finishes with 44 guts. And Corvid goes for another Falling Beak just to be a dick. Gets the crit. Not enough to kill. Procs power, so I was right. But the power's not going to do anything, obviously. Time had been up for 10 seconds. Game 2. Corvid 19 up 1-0. Oh, the surprise misses. Earthquake at 55. That's a kill. 389 damage. Shifu not screwing around. Game 2. Fallen Beak. No crit this time. 75 damage. So the belly attack lands. Corvid not having a lot of life means that these power attacks from Shifu are actually going to do a significant amount percentage-wise, even if they don't do a lot damage-wise. Flutter Slap, 65, but the same could be said for Shifu. Another belly attack comes in. Corvid 19 with the lead currently. Another Earthquake at 50 could be pretty big. Decides not to go for it right away, but, you know, he doubles back. Ooh, misses at 51. Corvid 19 just building up a massive lead. Flutter Slap. Flutter Slap spam may win him the game here. 3 in a row. No, belly attack interrupts it. It's not going to be enough. Shifu needs to back up and use Earthquake. He's right there. He can do it. Gonna get surprised. Gets power a second time. after the buzzer. To what end? To what end, Shifu? Corvid19 wins 2-1. Only mixed out of necessity. I had to keep an intelligence move, so you invested into it. Interesting. Curiouser and curiouser. Last for round 1, we got Rock Band 3. And we got Astrid. Of course you did. I like how you say that as if it's like blood suction is a good move that people actually get sometimes. Rock Band 3 and Astrid. Okay, predictions live. Make your bet. It has S Withering. Doesn't it? It only steals guts now, right? Or something? It doesn't steal life anymore? I don't remember. There's some change like that in hard mode. Yeah, okay. So that's ultra anti-tank build. That is like cannot possibly lose. If nobody's going to be building speed in A rank, I am absolutely getting Mystic Pot with my Bajarl, because that is just going to be, or I should say Golden Quill's Bajarl, because that is going to be free wins. We've seen not Delta Attack, Vital Ritual, and how incredibly powerful Vital Ritual is against tanks through Myriad last season. Doesn't steal anything. Yeah, it takes guts. But yeah, that's going to be super free versus tanks, as long as you can actually like get up close. Yeah, I will absolutely run that with my Bajarl. And the thing is, I don't even need to invest heavily into intelligence. I think I probably won't advance my Bajarl's intelligence higher than it is right now. Just leave it as it is. Okay. 600's probably enough to carry it through. I just focus on power for damage output. Giant wheel lands. Big giant wheel. Just a slightly worse version of Quiet Snow. It steals guts. Is it not just... I'm pretty sure it steals guts. It's not just withering, I don't think. Ooh, the perforate lands. I'll have to take a look. Let me check the hard mode. Been heavily altered. Life drain. Moving the life drain. Reversing and this messing around. Nasty. Does it actually not steal any guts? That's so weird. What the hell? Interesting. Oh, it's 35 force and 50 withering for 0 hit. Okay, yeah, no, if it stole guts too, that'd be busted. So it's just a withering tech, yeah. Anyway, Astrid wins game 1. Giant wheel lands 260 damage. That's a build for the Overture's withering. Yeah, it makes sense. Leap and kick lands. I thought it was like Death Trap. Ooh. There's the giant whip. Rock Band wins game number 2. We got a game 3, folks. So we've only had 1 2-0 today. Everything else has been close. The 2-0 wasn't exactly close. Perforate misses at 72. A lot of withering down the drain there. Giant whip at 76. That lands 161. Angry Cat. It's hit with the tail swing. Doesn't do a whole lot. Giant whip lands again. Ooh, 191 on the crit. Astrid still at 60 guts. Misses the dive and press. Cannot land anything. Only has a 3 guts advantage right now. Rock Band 3 catching up, lands the giant wheel. No grit. Rock Band doesn't miss anything and wins that one 2-1. So let's take a look at our standings after one round. Finishing it. There we go. So after one round, we got Azure Lang, Dougie, Rock Band 3, and Corvid19 all with a win. And Shifu, Astrid, Golem, and Sugarloaf with one loss. Doesn't mean much, it's only one round, but, you know, we gotta check in from time to time. So I'm gonna go get a glass of water. I will be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back to Monster Rancher Battle League, Week 9B. Got some C rank action for you today. Next up, we got Azure Lang, and we got Golem. Golem the Golem. Just fantastic name, but it is thematic. Genki. Genki's Monster Golem. I don't know if Genki owns Golem. I don't know if he can claim that. Golem's just along for the ride. Okay, let's get this prediction going. Golem. Okay, so prediction is live. Make your bets. Who do you like? Do you like Azure Lang? Do you like Golem? Golem does have really high damage potential. It's just that low life holds him back a little bit. Just needs to sign his papers as his coach. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, all this on the floor, you can... That's all fabric and stuff from the Bacon's dog clothes. There's a lot of fabric. It's starting to encroach. We're going to need a bigger house just to be able to have a place to put the fabric in. God, this camera won't stay still. Come on. What are you doing? You're on a solid surface. You're here, but you won't be active. That's cool. Boss Alt lands 54. Golem immediately in trouble. Does he proc power? He does not. Goes for the brow smash anyway. That lands as well. And just like that, ties it up. Golem with a slight guts lead, but Azure Lang does have the faster guts rate, so he's going to hit 45 guts first, meaning that the AI will allow him to attack first. Just if Golem will do anything about it. He doesn't. Comes a punch. Punch misses. Goes for another brow smash. Absolutely does not need to, but it lands 316 damage. That is a KO. No grit here. We haven't seen any grits today yet. We've seen a lot of KOs, but no grits. Pretty sure all these monsters except Corvid-19 and Rock Band 3 have grit. Boss Alt lands again, potentially proccing power. There we go. Power Punch, probably the worst option. It misses anyway, so it doesn't matter. Ooh, Death Scythe misses. Golem still has power. He can still do something. Power Brow Smash, here it comes. 507 damage. Golem wins that one. 2-0. Holy. Feel so pedestrian with your baby monster training last night? It's all good. I really enjoy watching casual play of this game because once you know like how to optimize in Monster Rancher, it's really, really hard to see the game the same way. Once you know what items to feed your monster constantly, and once you know how to raise for like competitive, or even if you're not raising for competitive play, but just like in general, once you know how to use items and all that other stuff, once you know how the numbers work, you can't unlearn it, right? So it's like opening Pandora's box. And if I were to try and do a casual stream, it would require me purposely doing things incorrectly. And that's not like... It's like once you know how to tie your shoes, you're not going to tie your shoes incorrectly, right? Like it's a thing. It's in your brain. It's there. And so it's really cool to see people who aren't bogged down by the math and the minutia behind it, and still enjoy the game and still enjoy how deep it is, but it is completely different. Do kind of long for the days where you struggle to beat B rank. Yeah, it's I have nostalgia about this game, the Color Pandora's Box. Yeah. I have nostalgia about this game, a game that I play and stream like 20 plus hours a week. Still, because the feeling you get from playing it when you don't know what you're doing really, or when you know less about what you're doing, versus how much I know about the game now is significantly different. The way you approach the game is different. The way it makes you feel is different. And so, like, I have a video on items and item usage coming out, and there's like a caveat at the beginning that like it will ruin the game for you. It'll make the game really fun, but just in a different way. It'll be really hard to play the game the same way afterwards, unless you're like actively trying to do things incorrectly. And I should say incorrectly. I should say suboptimally. There isn't an incorrect way to play. You can play however the hell you want. It's all gravy. Dougie versus Corvid-19. Epsilon's too good. Dude, how does Epsilon get like 300 in every stat? It's unfair. And then they give Pirito like 180 and everything. Paralyzed lands. Ooh, minus 34. Big withering on that. Not a lot of damage, but does a lot of withering. Goes for it again. Oh, that time it misses. Corvid-19 pulls into the lead. Guts-wise, at least. Flutter Slap lands. Flutter Slap still dead weight, even on a monster with a lot of power. Blizzard at 67. That lands 106. We have not seen Blizzard crit despite its 60% chance to crit. Falling Beak lands minus 7 guts, a little bit of damage. Dougie's still in the lead. Another Flutter Slap comes. Has a chance to proc power, or it's not power, but anger, and does not proc anger. Another Blizzard at 68. That lands 111. Corvid now has Hurry, doubling his crit chance. A couple of crit Flutter Slaps wouldn't be enough. Misses at 81%. Beak Thrust lands. No crit. Crit adds 50%, so he would have needed to land quite a few attacks, even with the crit. Monster raises suboptimal monsters like Yucky Gumbo all the time, and he still has fun with the game. We had so much shit talk in the chat. I love it. Both your monsters are bad. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Once people start getting more drain techs and stuff, both YB Zoomer and Yucky Gumbo are going to struggle super hard. For the video, totally understand what you're saying about min-maxing. Completely changes how you experience the game. No Pokemon that way, but never dug into Monster Rancher. Yeah, Pokemon's another thing. Like, once you understand, like, there's so much more that goes on, right? Beyond just like types and like type advantages and things like that. And trying to play the game now versus like playing it as a kid, like I can tell I'm not the target audience anymore, right? Because just like I will look at a new attack and just be like, nah, that's garbage. Like I'm not gonna use that. I won't learn that. There's no like sense of wonder anymore, you know? It's still fun. I love competitive Pokemon. I actually started playing competitive Pokemon when I was 11 years old in Gen 2. And I went to a lot of tournaments for it. That's actually the first time I started winning money playing games competitively. It was when I was 11, back in 2001. And so I've been about the numbers for quite a while, for most of my life. But it does take away a bit of a sense of wonder. Shifu and Astrid up next. Prediction is... Oh, I wrote Asteroid. That's not right. Astrid, there you go. Shifu versus Astrid. Prediction is live. But yeah, I do have a couple of videos up on my channel right now, which is YouTube, Mr. Moosebones. The first one, there's 4 right now. The first one is just like a primer and like how to get your monster to live longer. So it's stuff like how to make sure they're not stressed and they're not fatigued and things like that. The next one is an intro to competitive play. It's a very light watch, I would say. Like for how long it is, I think it's a fairly light watch. I try really hard to like make my videos like half informative manual and half video essay. So it is like narrative driven and things like that. Third video is just specifically on Pixie and how good Pixie is, and third video is on Zoom and how good Zoom is. Get the fun from competitive Pokemon by hand breeding them. So many people just gen them, but I like the challenge of breeding. Yeah, so that's another perfect example of how you can play the game significantly differently and still find a lot of enjoyment in it. Because I have no patience for breeding personally. It's not a thing that interests me at all, but I can definitely see why people would get super into it. And I love Pokemon, so. You don't need to be enamored with every single aspect of a game. You just need... Oh, there's no way that didn't hurt Astrid. He's got a horn on his head. Oh. Poke you, butt. Belly attack, doing a little bit of damage. Astrid's still alive, though. I like breeding a lot, too, and getting Pokemon into balls that match. Oh, you do that, too? Yeah, I have a couple of friends who do that. That's the thing I've never really bothered to do, either. Perforate lands again. Astrid's gonna win. Yeah, the meta for Monster Rancher is actually fairly complicated. I feel like it's not really solved. Monster Rancher, there's a couple of monsters who have like optimized builds, and it's just like stuff like Naga has like a very, very good build, and then you can option to slightly different in one way or slightly different in a second way, and that's literally it. You have no other reason to run anything else unless you're trying to do like a stupid gimmick build. And then, I mean, you know, there's value in that as well, but like not if you're trying to win. Breeding the perfect shiny competitive monster, the perfect matching ball, takes forever to go into a match with your very own team and all your work. Yeah. The thing with me is I am really, really indecisive in like every game I play. And so with Monster Rancher, people will watch my streams where I'm raising a monster, and I sit there for like 2 minutes, and then I stop thinking about what my build is. I'm like, I want this attack, I want this attack, I don't know what's good, I don't know what's bad, and you know what? I'm fine. I'm gonna take it. And I like shut it off my brain, because if I allow myself to obsess over it, I will obsess over it. I've done Pokemon draft leagues and things like that, and I will spend like 15-20 hours a week just theory crafting, like for my next match that's coming up this week. Like, oh, which Pokemon should I bring? What should I do? And so it almost gets to a point where it's like not healthy. Like I will obsess over things if I allow myself to. So with breeding, I would breed a team and then use it once and then be like, no, you know what? I want to change it up. And then I would have to make more. And I feel like if I allowed myself to get into that, it would be like my entire life. It would be like, God, I don't know. I still have like 170 hours or something in the new in Sword and Shield. I didn't buy the DLC. And I don't do any breeding, really. So I played it quite a bit, all things considered. Something with tons of moves is hard to optimize. Yeah, in Monster Rancher it's really difficult. The rabbit hole that never ends, exactly. Shifu just standing still. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't want to win. He's not here to win. He's here to make friends. He's gonna get up close and personal. The DLC was pretty fun. It looked cool. I think I enjoyed Sword and Shield a lot more than most people did. Or, I mean, is more than the vocal minority crying about it on Twitter did. The story is really stupid. Like, it is incredibly funny how dumb the story is. Just this giant world-ending threat that could have been stopped if the guy was, like, willing to wait 16 hours. Just, like, sleep on it. And then there'd be no problem. But, like, that's really, really hard to stomach as, like, the actual threat. But everything else, like, I enjoyed the gameplay. Gigantamax is an interesting mechanic. I know people are mixed on it. I think it's kind of cool. It was very short. But a lot of the... and also, it definitely felt like a hallway simulator at times. Like, most of the routes were just, like, a straight line. I'm not sure why they went that way. Also, there's that cool town. I forget the name of the town. It's like the fairy town, right? That's just like a single road with nothing in it. That town looks so cool. And they just didn't expand on it. It missed. It won't stick around, but it's... no, it's... but that's fine though, right? Not every gen needs to like add stuff to it. It's okay to have a new gimmick each generation. The route design was kind of bad. The new monster designs were so cool though. I love Berserker. Berserker is great. Phalanx is great. Ice Q is great. Everybody loves Snome and Frostmoth. Dude, like, they're fantastic. Sandaconda, and yes, Sandaconda's great. Best Dexes in a long time. I think so too. I think it's extremely strong. Even the weirdo ones, like Stiljourner and things like that. Like, Stiljourner is pretty cool. The fossils are fantastic. Like, eat shit, Britain. Natural History Museum, get out of here. I love the justifications for it too. Like, this Pokemon's small legs led to its eventual extinction, as it couldn't hunt for food very well. Excuse me. Hey, Patch, your country's the one who just mishmashed skeletons together and said they discovered 1 million dinosaurs. Dragapult's cool. Obstagoon's great. People have like joked about it in chat and stuff because there's not a lot of stuff that I dislike about monster designs in games, right? Like in Monster Rancher, I'm pretty vocal about disliking Garu from Monster Rancher 4, and I'm not a really big fan of Undine in Monster Rancher 2. Other than that, everything's either good to like fantastic. IMO. And then in DS and stuff, there's some new designs I'm not a big fan of, but whatever. But in Pokemon, there's not really a lot I dislike. Like, I don't know. There's especially in the new stuff, I think they have figured out what works, and they just constantly just hit after hit, you know? Everything's great. People talk a lot of shit on Thwacky. I love Thwacky. I think Thwacky is one of the best looking second evolution starters. I think it looks great. Anyway, that's it too well. A cool design, one meta design, one bad design. The Anubis guy, what's his name? He's cool. The nonsense subway bug? Yeah, I know, right? Abyss. Abyss is cool. I like Falco. Falco's probably my favorite out of the new ones that they put in. And then I think everybody dislikes Xenon for being too Digimon-y. And I kind of agree with that. Digimon misses on most designs. Digimon just does wherever the hell they want, right? Because they know 90% of whatever they make is not going to be in the next game. And they've, oops, 3 and 5 is the other way around. Astrid, Shifu. And so they've got their popular shit, right? They've got the stuff that's gonna sell games, and then they just make whatever else they want afterwards. They don't care. I think as far as like game mascots go, Digimon is the weakest most often. If you compare like Pokemon starters versus whatever the mascot is of the new Digimon game, the new Digimon, like, they're so bizarre. Like, I don't like them at all. Maybe it's just me. Instead of make it purple, instead it's make it a woman. Yeah, basically. They do that a lot. What if this dog turned into a human? There is a lot of merit to just saying fuck it, right? And just doing whatever the hell you want. Okay. So, next up. Welcome, Matt. Better late than never. How's your day going? Who's up next? We got Azure Lang. And we got Corvid19. You think Digimon sucks? I think Digimon's pretty cool. I think the anime out of all three, Pokemon, Digimon, Monster Rancher, Digimon anime is significantly stronger than the other two. Like, no question. Best show easily? Yeah, 100%. I have a soft spot for the Monster Rancher anime, and even then, like, it's not even close. Especially season 3. I don't know. The seasons in Digimon are so weird to me. Like, I don't know how it's separated, because when they showed it in Canada, the season 1 ended with Devimon, right? I don't know if it's the same, but that's how season 1 ended here. And then there was like a big gap, and then after that they fought Myotismon and whatever. But that very much feels like the same arc, right? That feels like it would be yeah, I don't know. It's just the way they split it up on TV here. It was until Apocarimon. Okay. Yeah, that why would they do that? Because it's like, I don't know, it's in like 26 episodes or something. It's quite a bit. So yeah, I just like, from the way it worked, Apocarimon, yeah, Devi and then Myotis to Apocarimon, yeah, that's basically what I remember too. Oh, falling beak lands. Again, he's an angry boy though, he's got a lot of guts. You got guts, kid. Goes for a punch. Oh, he's not dead yet. Myotismon arc was good. I liked it too. The double punch. The double decker. The double dip. Azure Lang. Up 1-0. Falling Beak again. Misses this time. Another punch. Just big old punches. 101 damage. Fists of Steel on this boy. Don't think you watch any of the shows past Frontier. I remember... Okay, so this is where I'm confused, right? Is season 3 the one where they start fusing with their Digimon? Because I remember that being on TV when I was like 14, and I was like, this is stupid now. I don't like this. But it was just because of the age I was, right? Like, I was starting to fall out of the target demo. Ooh. False Alt lands. That's it. That's a 2-0. 2-0 and a handshake. Also, I accidentally marked off that Golem beat Azure Lang, and none of you stopped me. Where's my quality control? What is this? That was season 4. You guys keep saying Tamers, like... You remember I just said that season 1 was split into 2, right? So I don't know what Tamers is. This Golem did beat Azure. Yeah, no, I marked it off that Azure beat Golem. And nobody told me. Hate to see it. Next up, we got Dougie and we got Astrid. You guys are my unpaid editors. You gotta help out. The one with Guilemon? Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Because, yeah, Season 2 would have been the one with the Digi-Eggs, right? And the Armor Digivolving. Okay. I get it now. I'm on the right page. Okay, so let me get this prediction up. Dougie and Astrid. Why did they make them eggs, though? That's such a weird choice. Marking off my X's and O's. We should be close to the end of the prediction. 20 seconds left. Make your bets while I finish things off here. Okay, here we go. Dougie versus Astrid. These guys fought on their very first week, cats and dogs. Astrid takes 151 damage on that crit. Oh, here comes the diving press. 166. Out damages Dougie. Bite lands for very, very little damage. Here comes a punch from Astrid. Way more. Dougie goes for another bite. Still doing no damage. Astrid, just more punches. Paralyzed at 89. That's going to be pretty big. There goes all of Astrid's guts. Dougie has a significantly faster guts rate than Astrid. Even with anger, they're about comparable. So Dougie's going to have 99% chance to hit on Blizzard. Ooh, that's spooky. But he's probably just going to use Power Text because that's where we're at right now. Misses the bite at 99. Wouldn't have done any damage, but, you know, mark that one off on your calendars. Hits that. Comes another diving press that misses at 68%. Crazy how the 99 might miss actually kept Astrid alive. Egg can be a source, so egg is source code. That's interesting. Okay, here we go. It's the Blizzard, no crit there. Seems to do 100 damage consistently. Just a wild theory. Well, I mean, it's better than the nothing I had, so. Writers were hungry. They were eating egg salad sandwiches. Leaping Kick misses at 75, hits at 72. Hits another Blizzard, 108. Just 2 in a row. It doesn't give a shit. Oh, Astrid down to the yellow. Does not proc anger. Has a pretty big guts lead, though. Hits the Perforate. Does a little bit of damage. A lot of withering. Dougie has not gotten angry yet today. He's on his best behavior. Not here to throw a tantrum. Another Blizzard at 86. Lands again. 143. Dougie. Landing 4 Blizzards in that set to get the KO. Kind of crazy. 2-0. 4 Blizzards in that game. Sorry, not even the set, but the game. Douglas Blizzard himself. Dougie B. Blizzard. That's his name. He went to Dairy Queen. He holds it upside down. Thought Astrid would do more damage. She does a pretty solid amount of damage. It's just her Perforate does not do a lot of damage, even though it has serious intelligence investment. Okay, so that's a win for Dougie. I think Astrid was a strong pick there. Astrid got withered pretty heavily. which made things difficult. She couldn't really get an advantage at any time. Blah, blah, blah. Rock back 3. Ain't no rock back, girl. Rock band 3. There we go. Yeah, Astrid couldn't really ever get a guts advantage. It's named Mon is their file. Yeah, that's what is that actually just a game theory? No, is that just like a fan theory? Because I thought that actually was the thing, but I may have been conflating fanon with canon because like I'm not super into Digimon, so I don't know the lore. $20 left. Get your bets in. Who do you like? Do you like the big old whale? Or do you like light rapid transit? Sentient light rapid transit. Who do you like? Technically, you could ride a whale to work too. Digimon R code. Well, yeah, that's a given. Big old giant wheel. Keep on rolling. Rock Band 3. Also keep on rolling. We're rolling. It's a giant wheel keep on turning is what I should have said. 667 damage. Neighbor of the beast on that number. Color Pandora named Proud Mary. Yeah, we were joking about that the first week of Rock Band 3, I think. Same opening. Earthquake. Is this how this is gonna end? Oh my god. That's a 2-0. That's a 2-0. Call your congressman. Let him know. Next up, we got Golem. We got Sugarloaf. We got Earthquake's Intelligence Base. Yeah, in hard mode it is. So I do have a couple of new viewers, and they're probably wondering what they're looking at. This is a ROM hack of the game. It's called hard mode, and what it is basically it makes all of the one-player enemies a lot more difficult to fight, and it also rebalances a lot of attacks. It makes weaker attacks a little bit better. It's just with the goal of trying to make more monsters viable, because a lot of monsters are pretty bad. This reminds me, I haven't actually uploaded a video in like a week. I got to do more VODs. I'm really inconsistent with the VODs. I try to do it pretty often, but I put Sugarloaf twice. You guys know. There's a left and there's a right. That's okay. I got pretty close to being up to date. Yeah, I think I'm on like week 7 now. But then I just took a break from uploading stuff because I was so burnt out after making the video. You guys know, left Sugarloaf is Golem, right Sugarloaf is Sugarloaf. We're not doing it again. It'd be like that. The thing is that I don't think people aren't like upset that my VODs aren't consistent, like one a day or whatever, right? Because I can't possibly do that. I can't upload them one a day because I'll hit gaps regardless. Ooh, 91 on the firewall. Big damage. Golem in a little bit of trouble. Another firewall would do it. Hey, Binaries, how are you doing? That was a brow hit at 55. That lands. Big crit. For whatever reason, oh my god, Sugarloaf gets the K. Whatever reason, my emulator speeds up when brow hit gets the crit. I think because when it goes black, it there's less to render. But what I don't get is like my computer's not struggling to run this game. It's not like this is maxed out. I have it capped at like 30 FPS, right? Who's winning? Well, we'll see in just a second. This is the last match of round 4. Or 3, I do believe. This has been a very quick round. Thunder at 51, lands 66 damage, Golem just above half. Firewall can kill here. Kick misses at 54. Walks forward into Firewall, 60%. That whiffs. Golem's got another shot. Brow hit. Brow smash at 50. Ooh. Sugarloaf now with the 30 guts lead. Flying Mass not going to get a KO off of this, but a little bit of damage and puts him in a really good spot that everything he has will kill. Needs to kill him before he uses a power attack, though, because power anything will kill Sugarloaf at this point. Oh, no, it runs out immediately. Firewall at 61. That whiffs. Golem's still in it. Goes for a kick at 52. Not enough to kill, but it is enough to win. Golem wins game 2. Game 2 goes to Golem. So we got a game 3. Our first 2-1 of the round. Straight misses at 48. Kick at 55. Ooh, that lands. 122 damage. Sugarloaf still above half health. Not too stressed. Thunder at 53. That hits for 118 damage. Damn. Brow Smash at 50-50. That lands. That is going to do a ton of damage on crit. Golem wins 2-1. Very close, though. So, that's a win for Sugarloaf. It's not. But it's a win for the Sugarloaf on the left. To the left, to the left. Let's take a look at our... I gotta put Golem's win here. Golem's at 2-1. That is better than I was expecting at this point. Sugarloaf loses, but it's close. And then we got Rock Band 3 and Astrid. No, Rock Band 3 and Shifu, sorry. Shifu gets the win. So Shifu's on the board. Rock Band 3 gets its first loss. So we have Dougie in first at 3-0. We got Azure Lang, Rock Band 3. That's it at 2-1. And then we've got Shifu, Astrid, Corvid. Oh no, Golem is also at 2-1. And then we got Shifu, Astrid, and Corvid. And then Sugarloaf bringing up the rear, you know. Kick's highest damaging basic tech at 24. Yes, it is. It's always underwhelming to me. I always expect it to do more damage than it does. I always think with Guts Correction and the fact it's like a middle of the road C-Force tech, it's not like just barely 20, it's in the middle. It's halfway to B. But it just, yeah, I don't know. It never seems to do enough. Punch is close to C-Force 2. What was it before? It was like 17 or 18 before, right? Azure and Astrid. Battle of the A's. Oakland A's. It's 24 now. Oh, that's right. Because there was a thing with where Golem doesn't have any techs that are weaker than C-Force now. That's true. Punch is always a little bit more. I think Punch is the better tech. Kick looks and feels like it should do more damage than it does. I don't think it should. I think it's fine where it is, but it just is always just a little bit underwhelming when it hits. Like if you want to go balls in, you can get Big Kick or whatever it's called, Giant Kick, the Big Foot, the Quentin Tarantino special. Gotta head out. Hey, have a good one. Hope the rest of your night is fantastic, Baku. Big Kick. It's like the Ultraman effect was straight with Rock Geiger. Yeah. Even like watching other people's streams, it's really funny seeing Ultraman straight do like 30 damage, and people are like, man, this shit hits like a truck. It's like, that's it? Did 30 damage. Kick Punch, it's all in the rhythm. It's all in the mind. Angry Azure Lang. Astrid. That's too much alliteration. Astrid misses the punch. Still has enough guts. Death Scythe would be looking pretty nice. Misses the diving press at 59%. Claw Assault lands 174. You can just do it again if you want. Oh, he's got real. He's real angry. He's got 85 guts. You don't often see real proc. Oh my god. Punch critting for 268 damage. Azure Lang wins. If a whole golem is kicking you in the chest, that should def do some heavy damage. Yeah, you should just break every bone in your body and just explode. Like Rorschach. When he got Ligma. Not you, you're built different? Yeah. Diving Press lands. Diving Press misses. Never mind. Breaks 2 rib cages. It breaks your rib cage and the rib cage of the person closest to you. Oh, there's a grit. Azure Lang has a pretty good spot right now. Hasn't procced real or anything. But 152 is not that much damage for Astrid to do. Diving Press will kill. Or at least be close. 217 on the crit. Astrid with the grit comeback. The ribcage of your lineage. It exhumes your grandfather and blows his ribcage just to smithereens. Dead rat when it's KO'd, yeah. It doesn't look too healthy. Speaking of Gaboo, how good is back blow? I don't like it. I love electric blow because it just has the coolest animation. He spins with like so much torque and so much force that he like keeps spinning even on miss. He can't stop himself. I have a second rib cage that slots into the first one, giving you perfect defense. That's a high level drop though. I don't have time to farm for that shit. Death Scythe at 83%, 220. He grits again, but this time he's got to do a lot of damage. I don't know if he can do it. Doesn't have enough guts to attack more than once. Oh, dodges the Death Scythe, send a message, but that message is, you are better than me. 2-1 to the crab. But yeah, as far as straight and like why it acts as a knowledge check for new players is that they will get hit by it when they have no guts and they've been attacking constantly for the last 10-15 seconds. So now Oakley Man has an 80 guts advantage, and all of a sudden straight does 100 damage, and it's like, oh, that can one hit kill. Dougie and Rock Band. So neither of these monsters have any speed. They're just going to be swanging. Got a question later regarding a build you're planning? Okay. Always free for advice and stuff like that. Though to be fair, I'm probably going to think about it a lot less than you will. So, I don't know. It's been funny. There's been a couple of times where people have asked me for advice, and I'll give them what I think is the best, and then they're just like, "Oh, but what about this and what about that?" It's like, I don't know, man. I told you what I think the best is. Like, I can't sit there and think about every possible situation. Like, what will happen if this happens, though, and what about this and what about that? That's on you. That's where your gameplay comes in. Sorry, Doug, you just really like that skin. It's a great skin. I love Tram. Also, regular Tiger's card is so weird. Like, why is his body bent like that? Taxidermy? Well, depending on how well he does in this match, you know. Maybe there's something to that. Oh, the bite. The big damage bite. The card art can be really on or off model. Yeah, it's bizarre. All those guts wasted into the Blizzard. The Blizzard lands for a hell of a lot of damage, but he's got Giant Wheel and a Gut, so this is going to do a lot. 375 on the crit. Rock Band 3 wins game 1. Tail swing hits. There's the bite. Face attack. Dougie doesn't know what he wants. He wants scratch. He wants the basics. Holy Christ. Yeah, Dougie can't win if this is what he's going to do. There's no way he can outdamage his opponent. You got an intelligence attack under there, bud. He doesn't know. He has also still never procced anger. Giant Whip lands, and he's dead. He hasn't procced grit either. My dog has not procced any battle specials. He's having a hard day. He's not having a hard day. He's doing exceptionally well. But that battle in particular was pretty one-sided. Rock Band 3 wins that one very quickly. How much is his nature? It's like minus 50. It's not minus 100. It's really hard. I wasn't going to sit there and grind down with combinations. So it's not like super likely, but the fact it hasn't happened once yet. In how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 battles? Unlucky. I guess that makes up for some of the other good luck he's had. Shifu versus Golem up next. Prediction is live. Make your bets. I wish Gaboo had an attack where he forms a whole body with arms and legs, just like a Gaboo-tron. Just a Gaboo Megazord. Could have gone with the Tiger Pixie. I didn't want to go with the Tiger Pixie. Brother, if I wanted to like optimize my monsters, if that's all I gave a shit about, like I would have built these monsters incredibly differently. I would have just given him a combination and roll assault and then pivoted into intelligence afterwards. That would have been the smart way to go. But like it doesn't matter that much. Okay, place your bets. Who do you like? Time's running out. Here we go. In fact, Onosaurus is sub-Bajral bothers you from the all-sub-tiger theme? Yeah, I didn't want to do a mint, though. Mint's boring. I was originally going to do a Pieri, and then someone else took him, so I decided against that, obviously. Scratch lands. That was a punch. Big old punch at 80. That's going to be a KO. So, game 1 goes to Golem. Golem's doing pretty well today. Only loss is to Dougie so far, who's at 3-1. Gets hit with the brow smash. Now Shifu's in a little bit of trouble. His belly attack, that's not going to do it. Golem has so little life that the belly attack looked like it did a significant number. Earthquake, 48%. That lands. That's going to take game number 2. Game 3, here we go. Original desire for Zilla was to do pure breed, but it was grabbed, so I went with Gel Zilla. Yeah. It happens. Only so many monsters, you know? Scratch. Could have done the King. King Zilla is so cool, man. Kick. Kicks him right in the belly. Into the punch. The true combo. Kick, punch. Like we said, it is all in the mind. Shifu not moving at all, though. Chifu's been standing still a lot today. Wonder if he's tired. He's not having the best day. So Golem goes to 3-1, which means he's tied with a bunch of other monsters for first place now. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff. In our final match of round 4, we've got COVID-19. Corvid-19. We don't have COVID-19. That's false alarm. I think he's tired. He's literally standing still. He's not feeling it. And Sugarloaf. The thickening from Freshman Cup. I mean, hopefully it's a better build than that. Hopefully it's a better build than putting 500 and everything and calling it a day. Okay, let me get the prediction up. Golem wins that one. Golem is on a tear today. Is this his week? A Corvid and you got Sugarloaf. Prediction is live. Make your bets. Sugarloaf, it's up to you to beat the virus. You're our only hope. Very, very similar builds, though. What are the differences? Power and intelligence. And that's it. Power and intelligence, the only difference is everything else is the exact same. Same life, same level of skill, same level of speed, same level of defense. So, who's got the better identical build? Firewall at 63, doing a little bit of damage there. Flitter slap to hit him back. It's the snack that smiles back. It's Goldfish. It's Falling Beak. 76 damage. Sugarloaf down to half health. Goes for Falling Beak again. I'm slurring my words a lot today. I feel like I'm not drinking enough water. Had nothing to drink, like alcohol-wise, in like 4 or 5 days. Maybe that's... I'm like Bender. I'm so sober that I'm starting to slur my words a little bit. Thunder misses at 53. Corvid in the lead. Has a ton of guts. Goes for the surprise. It misses. It doesn't really matter, though. He can just keep swinging if he wants. Goes for Falling Beak. Gonna run down the clock with that one. Ooh, 124. Not enough to kill. But as I said, it runs down the clock regardless. Is anime stream soon? So that was supposed to be last Saturday, but we did the bingo instead. So we're gonna wait until next month. Firewall misses. Surprise! Got him. A little bit of damage. Ton of withering. Flutter slap to follow it up. Misses that one, though. Still at 50 guts. He can still attack if he wants. And he's going to. Falling Peak at 45. That hits. No crit. 76 damage. Sugarloaf finally back up to 45 guts after getting withered. Hits the Thunder for 63. Minus 7 guts. Falling Beak. Ooh, big crit there. Sugarloaf's kind of in trouble. I don't know what it's going to do to get out of this. Dodges the surprise, which is good to start, but Firewall a couple of times is probably its best bet. It's almost at 45. As long as it swings on intelligence attacks and not power ones, it's in a good spot, I think. Flutter slap hits. Minus 4 guts. Oh, it's got power. Perfect situation. Power Firewall. It lands. It's enough. Corvid gets power as well. Sugarloaf takes game number 2. We got a game 3, folks. That's what it needed. It needed the power. Or to attack twice. One or the other. Crispy duck. Deep fried. Flutter slap. Lands it. Minus 9 guts. Duckin actually has a pretty significant amount of incidental withering on his kit. It's just Doesn't matter too much. Oh, you overshot that one. A little bit of an overextension on your part, Corvid. So, a Galley with 99 guts, you never see it. Firewall gonna do a lot of damage. 84, pretty solid. Corvid 19 does actually have a lot of guts of his own. Still above 60. Foolery. Foolery, he says. How many thunders in a row? 2, 3? That'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do, pig. 2-1 for Sugarloaf. Tried duck sauce with rice once, wanted to bite your tongue off. Why? It doesn't taste like anything. It's like just sweet. It's the one big bet on the other person. I mean, that's your own fault. It's just trying to make you proud, and here you are on the other team. No shame. No shame on Freya. So after 4 rounds, things have gotten very interesting. Dougie loses his first place lead. And so now we have a tie for first place between Azure Lang, Dougie, Rock Band 3, and Golem. Pretty cool. And then we have a 4-way tie for 5th place between Shifu, Astrid, Corvid, and Sugarloaf. You love duck sauce? Never had duck? Never want to try it again? Dude, that's such a weird flavor to be like, to have that visceral of a reaction, like negative reaction to. Did you pour like a ton of it on? Because like it's not a strong flavor, but it's like soy sauce, right? Where like you just drown something in soy sauce, it's gonna taste like shit. Been thinking about things, and maybe ducking. It's ducking that gets the most bang for its guts among the fast guts monsters. I mean, outside of Metalner, maybe. That's my answer to that. Raki is busted in hard mode, but we're not talking about that, right? Power Ghost. Power Ghost is okay. I don't think Power Ghost is fantastic. In vanilla, specifically, if we don't count Naga as a fast guts rate monster because he's got 11, then Duckin is probably the best after Metalner. Azure and Rock Band 3. Just think about hard-hitting moves. Yeah, I feel you. Frantic Beam is terrible in vanilla. Frantic Beam is awful. It's one of Duckin's worst moves. It's extremely expensive. It does no damage. The withering it does is not worth it. It's the withering's the best part of it. Leafs lost another game 7. Yeah, they lost tonight, right? Yeah. Womp womp. Blow a 3-1 lead. Happens. Happens to the best of us. And it also happens to the Leafs. 25 seconds left. I try not, like, I don't follow sports Twitter or anything because it's the most inane bullshit. Like, I hate people who are obsessed with sports Twitter. Like, if you were a fucking reply guy for a sports team, you are like the saddest person on earth, and I don't want anything to do with you. Okay, Azure Lang, Rock Band 3, here we go. Didn't really pour that much, but the one you used wasn't sweet at all. Maybe that just wasn't duck sauce. Had a sharp needle stabbing in your taste buds. What the hell? I think you drank pine tar. I was gonna say pine tar and pine sap at the same time, and I said pine tar. He ate glass, that would do it. That's not duck sauce. Common misconception. But yeah, the big reason Frantic Beam kind of sucks is that it's only got like, what, like 25 force or something? It's got a high chance to crit, but like, it doesn't do any damage. Without the crit, it's absolutely not worth the 45 guts. You'd rather have eaten glass? Yeah, you didn't eat duck sauce, I don't think. Ooh, giant wheel. Rock Band 3 gets the win. This glass tastes like blood. Claw Assault misses. Giant Wheel at 70. Big damage. You ate the wrong sauce. It happens. You know, you got the Taco Bell border sauce in the package, and then you got duck sauce in the package, and then you got the bits of broken glass in a package. Just gotta read the label a little bit more closely. Death Scythe wins Azure Lang game number 2. Probably saw that to JP. Maybe. Maybe. Keyboard sauce? Yeah. Oh man. I'm never gonna get over that. He's never gonna get over that. Death Scythe, how many guts gone? 32. Big damage, big withering. Azure Lang gives himself a pat on the back after that one, as he should. Good play. Good play. He's in the lead. He's got enough guts to attack, and he is in killing range. As is Rock Band, though, with Giant Wheel. Punch lands, not enough to kill. Gives him power. Uh-oh. Into the Giant Whip. The power Giant Whip is going to do a lot of damage, but not enough damage. Both monsters can attack. Who's going to attack first? Giant Wheel at 67. It misses. Azure Lang. It's his to lose. He hits the punch. He wins it 2-1. Pretty close. Punch the subway train. Yeah, we call that one the Invincible. You guys have seen that. You know what I'm talking about. Next up, we got Dougie. We got Shifu. Made you think about it. Never again. There's something about the animation style for it that kind of betrayed how serious some of the scenes were supposed to be, in my opinion. It really did feel rushed. There's totally times. There's a thing in the very first episode where what's his name? The leader of the Seven or whatever, not the Seven. That's fucking the boys, but the guess he kills. Oh yes, the training arc. Yeah, exactly. He like flies up, and then Omni-Man's like, no, it's mine. And so he just like, it's like someone plays the clip in reverse, and then he just lands. But he was doing like the Superman pose, and he like flew up, and then he flew backwards in the same pose, and all they did was just reverse the clip. And there's so many like instances of that. Like they were really, really struggling to like get that out there, and it's pretty good. The actual acting is fantastic. The animation's incredibly rushed though. What's this? What am I being sent? Oh my god, that's pretty funny. Macho, did you see the picture that was him and his wife, and then it said what did it say? Is it libertarians with Asian girlfriends? Like that that Facebook page that was really popular. Ooh, the belly attack. Sneeze lands, minus 30 guts. A lot of withering on Dougie. Still not getting angry. Just being a good boy. You know, when being a good boy goes wrong. Blizzard lands at 86, 103 damage. Shifu has that earthquake at 74. That's big. Big. Oh, it misses though. Blizzard range goes for it. 176, that's enough. He dodges the 75 earthquake to win that one. Them old 90s animation tricks, it really kind of feels like the 90s X-Men to me, right? It also kind of feels like Teen Titans, which I know everybody loves Teen Titans, but that show is fucking, like, ugly. Teen Titans is one of the ugliest superhero shows I've ever seen in my life. Did exactly 450 damage on crit, which is enough to kill Dougie. As you can see, 450 is a bigger number than 449. Shifu down to half health. Melee attack, 96%. Not what he wants to be wasting his guts on, but damage is damage. Think they'll probably get a way better budget with how popular he got? I hope so. Because like I said, like the acting is actually fantastic. It's great. I love the show. But it was just kind of goofy at times. Blizzard, the dub crit Blizzard does it. 2-1. Hard to go wrong with J.K. Simmons. The man is a legend. I'm still scarred after watching Whiplash. As someone who was like in music for most of my life, it really fucked me up watching it. Because I had been like, I'd never been like virtuoso level in any instrument I played, right? But there's always like, if you play an instrument, doesn't matter how good you are, but there's this nagging feeling all the time, and it'll just sneak up on you occasionally when you're doing something else and you're like, I should be practicing. Like, I'm not trying hard enough. Even if it's a thing you don't really give a shit about, if you're like, because I have no interest of being like a famous guitarist or anything like that, right? A famous bassist, whatever. But there's still a nagging feeling of like, I'm not good enough. I should be practicing more. And watching Whiplash like really, really will fuck with you. Dave S. Pumpkins would be doing better than Sugarloaf? Maybe. Yeah, drawing is the same way. If you're in a creative, in anything. And Matcha, like, I know you do art for a living, but like even then, you know you're not going to be like, you're not going to be like a millionaire from your art, right? Like you may, like things may pop off for you, but like chances are that's not how it's going to go, right? You're not going to be regarded as the best in your field. And that's not to say there's anything wrong with your art. I love your art. But like, I'm not going to be the best in my field, right? It's just, I don't have the drive and the motivation for that. Nobody does. One person does. One person alive does, and then there's like 4 other people who want to get to that level. But it's just, it can be so disheartening. Watching that movie, like I actually felt really shitty for like a whole week. Never had the want to be a big artist with huge galleries. Yeah, I mean, the same thing with music. Like the whole concept of fame to me is very strange. Like having 26 viewers is like at times overwhelming. When I get rated by like Super Rad or somebody and I have like 100 people in chat, like I kind of shut down. Like I don't know what to do. I'm very, very thankful to him for showing my stream to more people, and he does it pretty consistently because we're good friends. But like if I had to deal with 100+ people every day, and like people who think they're my best friend because they watch my stream, like that level of fame is so weird. Like I don't know if I'd be able to handle it. I could definitely like hold down a stream with hundreds of viewers. Like I don't think that'd be a problem, but it's the other baggage that comes with it. Luckily that's never happened. Everybody here has really solid boundaries, and the community's so small, so I am actually friends with everybody. But like, if I had 400 people in my chat every day, that wouldn't be the case. I'm not going to be friends with 400 people, you know? Sugarloaf decides it wants to win. It's feeling it. Ooh, diving press misses. But yeah, if you're a creative or you're in a creative field and you haven't seen Whiplash, I do recommend watching it because it will probably hit you harder than any other movie about the arts you've watched ever has. Spending time with kids sounded weird, like working with kids. I know what you mean. You're not that kind of artist. Macho's not doing lolly commissions. Were these dodges any other time? I mean, better late than never, right? Fury. Oh, this could be big. Doubles his damage and withering. Thunder comes in at 78. 155 minus 15 guts. Oh, Fury. No way. Oh, we didn't get a picture of Fury on both sides. Oh my god, that would have been wild. We had a double Fury proc. I've never seen Fury proc another Fury in my life. That's a 2-0. People are weird. Yeah, I know. What's your job with kids? He teaches art. Gonna go to Dreamland now. Managed to get a Phoenix. Nice. Summer enrichment program. He makes kids rich over the summer. That's what he does. Socializing in a large stream chats is wild. Much prefer these sizes. Yeah, it's weird too, right? Because like you don't want to bother the person, right? But if you have a question that's important or like you care about the answer to it and they don't see it because, you know, they're only human, they're not going to see everything. You don't want to post the same thing again, right? Because like that self-doubt starts to kick in and they're like, maybe they saw it and they don't want to answer it. I don't know how the fucking what do you call it? All the VTubers with like 40,000 people. I don't know how the hell they do it. Like, what the fuck is up with that? How do you read chat when there's like 90 new messages every second? Like, what is going on there? They've got to have some sort of like slow mode where it just like takes a snapshot every like 10 seconds or something and just gives you time to read it. There's got to be apps and like plugins that do that. I don't know. That's the thing I don't want to do. I've talked about this on stream before, but like I really enjoy streaming. I like the content creation, but I would lose my mind if I had to do this full time, because worrying about metrics and worrying about playing stuff that like people want to see and like keeping my numbers up and this and that would drive me insane. We've talked about how I'm obsessive about things. I think that would be incredibly unhealthy for me. If this was my full-time gig and this was the only thing I had to worry about, only thing on my plate, I would not survive. I don't think that'd be too much. You can separate yourself from performing when you stream. I think being able to detach yourself is helpful at larger qualities of streaming. Yeah, maybe that makes sense. The other night I streamed for like 2 hours with 4 people in chat. We just talked about favorite Smash remixes. It was a lot of fun, dude. I love small streams. Like this is like a very average size stream for me, right? On the weekends I usually get higher. I'm usually averaging about 30 to 35 people. When I'm not playing Monster Rancher, I'm usually averaging about like 8 to 15. And they're all fine, right? But once it gets up to like 40 people talking constantly, even at that point, like there's stuff I miss. I can't respond to everybody. And you guys can't have conversations with each other once it gets any bigger than that, really, right? Ooh, brow hit lands. Misses. Corvid-19 with a little bit of a lead. Golem did win game 1. Oh, surprise is going to be huge there. Golem has terrible guts, terrible guts for generation. Does the Brawl remix of Gourmet Race? I don't remember, dude. It all sounds the same. It's fucking tedious, bombastic bullshit like every other Kirby song is. It's like you let your, like, 7-year-old cousin who just ate a pixie stick conduct an orchestra. It's the hard rock one? I don't remember it. That's my answer. I don't remember it. Kirby lore is wild, yeah. I think Kirby music is really well orchestrated and really well arranged. But I can't listen to it for very long. It's way too grating to me. It's just so loud and in your face. Gangplank Galleon remix for Ultimate is nice. Yeah, I think so too. It kind of has that same issue. But I really like that one. So, Golem gets the win. That's how you feel about ska? That's pretty apt. That's pretty apt. I like a lot of ska, but that's 100% correct. I do really like high energy music, but I think I have an aversion to Gourmet Race because I don't want to hear fucking people clapping. Macho knows what I'm talking about. A couple of other people in here know what I'm talking about, but like, goddamn. So, there's those two. Sugarloaf gets its second win on Astrid. And Golem gets a win on Corvid-19. This is an insane bracket, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I was talking with some friends about this the other day, and SmashCon reminded me how normal of a person I actually am. There's clapping gourmet race. There is if you go to Smash events. Everybody always claps for that. Everybody claps. My mic's not even going to pick it up because it's disgusted by it. But it is the most irritating shit. And if you're like watching Grand Finals and they go to Dreamland like 4 or 5 times, it's every fucking time. Every time. It's so bad. Yeah, but if you ever want to feel better about yourself, go to a con. Absolutely go to a con, because you will realize how well adjusted you are as a human being. It's really funny having like significantly different groups of friends. So I have friends who are into Smash, and I have friends who are into sports and stuff like that. Friends who are into cars, whatever. Just all these different circles. And since I've stopped playing Smash, the only friends I have who are like that I kept from the Smash scene are just like people who don't play the game anymore, right? Like they do casually, but they're not strange people. And there's a lot of strange people in the scene. There's a lot of strange people in every scene. There's nothing wrong with being a strange person, but like sometimes there is, you know. Sometimes there is. I try to be very accepting, but there are lines. You'll never go to a con on your own. I feel that. Yeah, going alone is rough. I've never gone to a con alone. Another thing that I think is really funny is that, so we're talking about strange, like taking crab at a live event to throw it. Yeah, that's true. Dude, and it's a crab too, right? Like, where do you even find that? What was I gonna say? Yeah, so that's another thing that I think is really funny is that what we're talking about with like Smash Bros and like people at Smash tournaments and stuff being weird. If you go on Twitter, everybody thinks they're the most normal person ever, and that everyone else in the scene is some like weirdo degenerate. And it's like, no, bro, you're the one yelling about stuff on Twitter. You're a weirdo degenerate too. You've just convinced yourself that you're normal and you have social skills. I'm not the most outgoing person. I'm super, super introverted. But like, I see some of that shit, and it's like, damn, why are you picking on him? The only difference between you and him is that you're good at the game. You get bullied at school too. You got no IRL friends. Smash Twitter makes me want to give people swirlies, bro. People on Smash Twitter love to act like they've been in a fight, and I don't understand it. Like, why is there like this really high premium on like having been in a fight, or like being tough? It's like, bro, none of you are tough. You guys can't even can't put on your own shoes without breaking a sweat. Like, it's okay. Not everybody needs to be a big macho tough guy, right? I'm not. I'm fucking tiny. I'm 5'8", and look at my arms. Look at my arms right now. I used to work out for work and stuff, but I got like nothing. I got nothing here. I got string beans. It's okay. Hearing the way a person says a meme out loud can... Yes. I have never been more embarrassed than hearing people talk about memes in the wild, and like, not in just like a, hey, have you seen that thing? But like, you know what I mean? There's a difference between like trying to reference something in a conversation versus like trying to bring it up in a sense of like, oh my god, Fury procs Fury again? Are you serious? What is this? What's going on here? But yeah, there's a big difference between being like showing your friend something and saying what Macho said, right? There's a big difference. I have left I have left groups. I was at a restaurant with a group of people, and I got up and left. I put money down for my bill and just went home because it was so fucking cringy. That was 2-0 for Azure Lang, right? I'll strike down upon thee with furious fury. Dude, I have not seen Fury proc Fury ever before in my life. And it happened twice in a row. I'm gonna watch the VOD back, because we weren't talking about Monster Range, we were talking about other fun stuff. And weird people. And how it's okay to be weird as long as you're not like that weird, you know? And even if you are, it's okay, but hopefully you got friends who will let you know when something is socially acceptable and when it is not. Nothing wrong with being a weirdo. Until there is. Also, yes, Macho, because I'm watching the VOD back, right? Real Big Fish is Scott. Yes, that's 2-0 for Azure Lang. He wins that one. Don't like when people just insensitively quote things all the time, like is that their only ability? Were you alive when Anchorman was a thing? Let me tell you about the wasteland that was 2006. The thing is that people aren't funny, right? Most people are not funny. And it's okay. It's very, very hard to be funny. Also, my camera's super off. What is happening with my camera today? I feel like it's just like slowly sliding down and then my head is eventually out of frame and get cut off. But yeah, most people are not funny. I'm not the funniest guy in the world. It's okay. You know, not the end of the world. But what does make people laugh is references to things. And once you learn that the reference to something makes someone laugh, you are going to run that shit into the ground. Because nothing gets those endorphins flowing quite like hearing someone laugh at something you liked or something you said. It's pandering? It is pandering. But it works, right? Dude, I got references. You can spend 300 channel points to say nice try, Blanco Nino, or nice catch, Blanco Nino. Like, that's a reference, right? That's not me being funny. That's kind of curated in a sense of like things I find funny. The gazpacho soup thing is a reference that none of you even get, but I think it's very funny. And that's okay. Wazinga. Man, I remember I watched the first season of Big Bang Theory, and I was like, this is okay. Like, as far as like shitty Chuck Lorre sitcoms go, like it's better than 2.5 Men. That was my whole thought process, right? It's better than 2.5 Men. And I could tolerate it. And then my ex was like super, super into it, and she like wanted to watch it all the time, and I was like, holy fuck, what is going on here? Use references all the time. We all use references all the time, but it is very, very low level comedy. Seemed like a stereotyping show. I mean, yeah, it stereotypes shitty nerds as shitty nerds being bad people. That's basically what it is. Oh, there's the anger. You didn't like that. Here comes the bite. It's gonna do no damage. Good use of your anger, Dougie. Ever used a reference in your life? Yeah, no, you didn't just post a meme in chat earlier. Dougie gets the crit. Get to be them all obnoxious in their relationships. I've seen like a couple of episodes after like they all got hitched, and it's so sad, right? Like the first season was bad, but like it was entertaining, right? It's entertaining in the sense of like, wow, this is garbage TV and I got nothing else to put on. But the new ones like make me like upset. That was a Macho Cheese. Oh, okay. I don't do it to be funny. Sure you do. There's nothing wrong with it. You definitely do it to be funny. I do it to be funny. Everybody who makes references does it to be funny. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that some people, that's their entire personality, right? They like the endorphins they get off of people laughing. And then they don't know how to turn it off. Your dog like the theme song? Bare naked ladies represent. Never the same after he kicked out... I can't believe they kicked out Stephen Page because he did cocaine. He's in a fucking rock band in the 90s. Like, you all did cocaine. He just got caught. Like, I don't know what other inner issues there were in the band, but it really seemed like it was, like a publicity stunt. Like, oh, we're not condoning that. We can't allow that. We have a squeaky clean image. It's like, bro, you're all fucking ripped all the time. There's no way you're not. You think you fucking write 1 week while you're sober? Bro, he was out of his mind on something when he wrote 1 week. Nobody fucking writes that shit sober. Have I seen the Flaming Lips documentary? I have not. I don't actually know a lot about the Flaming Lips as much as, like, how big they are. Yoshimi and the Pink Robots, I've listened to a couple of times, but then outside of that, like, I don't actually know a whole lot about them. The first time I saw them was at SARS Fest. I didn't go to SARS Fest, but that was the first time I'd seen them, and I saw the performance where he's in a gigantic balloon, and I was like, this is wild. This is like the most insane shit I've ever seen. And then I listened to them a little bit, but like I never actually got into them. So I tell jokes that make you laugh, you're at net gain, and you're like, you know what? I made myself feel good. You didn't like it, sucks to suck. Pretty tough scene to watch for one of the members is doing heroin during the interview. During the interview? Oh no. That's so sad. Oh my god. Oh, that's rough. H does that though. Like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna not do heroin? Like, you're addicted to heroin. Rock Band 3 Golem is the spin-off you want? Just rock hits, you know? Smash hits. Brow smash hits. Base attack. Twice in a row. Or they wrote Pokemon episodes on drugs? That sounds like a very... That sounds like a schoolyard thing. I'm pretty sure the Pokemon episodes were, for the most part, extremely heavily focus grouped and stuff like that. The Rolling Stones, there you go. He doesn't have Roll Assault, though. Punch hits. Not enough to kill. 1 second left on the clock. He gets power. He runs down the clock on himself. Golem. He's doing so well today. That was a rock solid. Rock solid. Queens of the Stone Age is good too. Stone Temple Pilots. The Headstones, that's a Canadian band, but you know, they're not. I don't think they ever made it outside of Canada. This joke has legs. It's got stones. Rock Band. Taking some damage there. Hits him with the face attack. 69 damage. That's pretty nice. Goes for it again. Misses the second time. Roll. Oh, giant wheel. Misses. 44. Into the kick immediately. Ooh, big damage there. Rock Band still alive. Both monsters can attack. Next hit wins for both. Brow Smash. 71. 220 damage. Have these jokes hit rock bottom? Yuck, 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 yuck. Has legs, you think of judging wine? Is that a thing people say, judging wine? This wine has legs. It is full-bodied, with legs, and also running shoes. It's currently running track. This wine is dragging a rickshaw. Golem wins that one 2-0. Let's take a look at our next prediction. We got Astrid, we got Bill. Bill's monster, sorry. Want to learn how to judge wine? I don't I can't think of anything more pretentious. I saw all of these. I read this article once about how like all these sommeliers were testing wines, and they were wrong about the type of wine more than 50% of the time by like taste alone, like taste testing. So you had just as much of a chance of guessing what it is just by like randomly guessing. Never know when it's gonna save you from an armed gunman. Yeah. I have to move on from the rock jokes. They're starting to get sedimentary. Lugia got crit by Stone Edge. Who is Lugia? Should be looking for legs and its smell first. Okay. I'm not going to entertain this conversation anymore. I'm deeply uncomfortable. Diving press, big damage on the Boyd. The Boyd is the void. Little punch. I'm just getting bracket all set up. I'm a couple of rounds behind. Ooh. Didn't do a lot of damage, but it did something. Diving press is going to take game 1. I know what you meant, but like the way it's phrased. Why is it so sexual? It's just wine. Messed up somewhere. How did I mess up? Sorry, I'm trying to get the X's and O's set up. Talk about obsession with your work, yeah, kinda. Damn, it lands. Corvid-19 still at full health. 10 seconds left. The diving press misses. Corvid has a massive guts lead. He can just win this. He just needs to chill. Just attack with Flutter Slap. Run down the clock. He's got anger. Both monsters can attack. Surprise runs down. Corvid wins that game. It's not over. Has cat versus bird advantage here? What's going on? Yeah, you would think, right? Dougie beat Astrid, makes sense. Astrid beats Corvid, makes sense. Flutter Slap whiffs. You thought they were bowls of cereal? Yeah, they're just pictures of duck in space. A lot of people think they're eggs. Astrid just hit. Astrid's kind of having a rough day today. Both these monsters are. The little bit of speed Corvid has is giving him some good luck here. Punch lands, decent damage, but Corvid has a massive guts lead. Surprise misses. Astrid has now caught up in guts. Falling Beak at 63. That lands 104 on the crit. Astrid has anger. Do something big here. Ooh, Surprise is going to lock Astrid out of attacking. Corvid-19 wins that one 2-1. What a surprising miss, they say in the chat. So, after 6 rounds, we got 1 round left to go. Let's take a look at bracket. This is some nonsense. Look at this. We got Azure Lang, Dougie, and Golem all with a 5-1 record. They're all guaranteed a spot in the finals. Who's going to be 4th, though? We got Rock Band with a 3-3 record. We got Corvid-19 with a 2-4 record. We got Sugarloaf with a 2-4 record. It's going to be one of those 3. Astrid cannot advance, unfortunately. But Shifu cannot advance either. But the rest of them, they got a chance. Golem popping off today. I know. He's one of the worst monsters in the league, statistically. But he's doing real well today. Found his footing. Any monster that's ranked like 7th or 8th seed in these next few tournaments is going to be pretty weak. Or at least was weak in the first few. Just had bad showings, you know? So this is a big one because these monsters are tied for first. Orvid gets that win. Who do you like? You got Azure, you got Dougie. Prediction is live. Make your bets. Golden wanted to do his best today. Bio was talking shit earlier about his monster, and you know, he's been turning up. He's guaranteed a top 4 finish. So he is going to skyrocket. Let me take a look at the standings real quick. Just so I can see how far up he goes. So Golem is guaranteed a jump from 77th overall to at least 66th. Or 67th, sorry. So the smallest possible jump he can make is 10 spots, which is ginormous. There's currently only 12 monsters in the league with a worse rating than him. Blizzard at 86, 166 damage. Azure Lane gets Anger. This could be a really bad. Death Scythe is huge. He doesn't actually have a lot of Withering otherwise, but if he's just building up his guts, that's great for him as well. Claw Assault does the same amount of damage with no crit, and he still has the Guts lead. Another Blizzard, misses at 84. This is probably over for Dougie. He's not going to be able to dodge all of these attacks. And Azure Lang doesn't actually do any Withering, like I said, so no chance for him to proc Anger. Dougie doesn't like pushing his opponents back. Another Claw Assault lands. And no Grit. So Azure Lang wins game 1. Game 2. Claw Assault lands 177, big damage. Bite, not so big. 2 bites in a row, definitely not so big. Another punch, that one misses though. Dougie decides to switch over to full power. He's like, you know what, I'm not using my intelligence attacks at all. I don't need them. Dougie has landed 4 attacks, and Azure Lang has lost like a quarter of his health. No Grit once again. Dougie has not had many chances to Grit today, but he's not Grit a single time. I think Astrid is like the only monster we've seen Grit. Okay, so quick 2-0 for Azure Lang. Doggy not a fan of seafood, yeah. Well, I mean, you say that, but he did nothing but bite him. Maybe he's a big fan of seafood. Shifu and Sugarloaf. Shifu cannot advance to top 4. But Sugarloaf can on a win, maybe. How much must it hurt to snap your tail? Bro, that's how you know he's got the heart of a champion. Prediction is live. Make your bets. Who do you like? Shifu, do you like Sugarloaf? Interesting matchup. Sugarloaf has just enough health that Shifu's power attacks aren't going to be able to win at the game on its own. But it does have very, very high one-hit kill potential on Earthquake. I think last week we saw Azure Lang, not actually, or not last week, but last time Azure Lang fought, he made top 4, but he got like 4th overall. He like really floundered. Wonder if a monster can eat another monster. No, they only eat animals. And sometimes the animals eat the monsters. It's a confusing food chain. The ramifications of this world are just very terrifying. Dinosaurs still exist. Polar bears are gigantic. Like, it's post-apocalyptic for sure. Anyway, the one-hit kill. Shifu's got that. Top of the food chain. You can't deal with coconuts though. How can you be top of the food chain and you can't deal with coconuts? Flying mass can do a little bit of damage. Oh, it looks like it's gonna crit. Yeah, 120 damage. Ground stomp kills a floating robe. It pushes the whole ground up just enough. And like nicks Sugarloaf's ankles. Coconuts are top of the food chain? Yep. Prove me wrong. Firewall lands again. Not enough to kill Shifu. At 52 health. One more firewall will do it. He's got enough guts to attack. He's only using belly attack though. Thunder at 13. Could be big. Goes for firewall again. Lands again. It's enough. He grits. He can use one intelligence tech. He's got 2 seconds. Needs to walk backwards. No, Sugarloaf is just going to end it. Sadly, rafts are not stronger than giant sharks. They don't actually break the raft though, right? Ooh, big crit scratch for 75 damage. It's like a tapping sound, yeah. It's another thunder. They're just being bullies. Earthquake lands. That's going to do it. It all comes down to if Earthquake lands or not, and it does. Do be like that sometimes. Shifu plays spoiler. Make sure that Sugarloaf does not make it top 4 today. The fact you be walking around with your mochi hair and can't get eaten by a T-Rex, yeah. Sugarloaf didn't deserve top 4. You said it, not me. I don't think it would have done very well in top 4. This is a hard group of monsters for it. Rock Band 3 and Corvid-19 prediction is live. Make your bets. Who do you like? If Rock Band 3 wins this, he guarantees himself a spot in top 4. If Corvid-19 wins this, he ties Rock Band 3, and we have to go to tiebreaker. So who do you like in this one? I think it's a little bit one-sided statistically, but if Rock Band 3 misses, he can be in a little bit of trouble. Because he has a decent guts rate, but not a fantastic one. He can be withered down pretty hard. Big Bang and make it explode. He could do that. I don't know if he could beat it with Straight. Straight is one of his weakest techs. Got like 12 force or something. It's like 20% stronger than 1-2 punch. How's matches today? Pretty good. A lot of variety. We got 3 monsters like tied for first place right now, which is crazy. This is the last round. Ooh, perfect time for a surprise. Big old duck surprise. Hits the flutter slap. Yeah, you missed it. That's okay. The VOD will be live. You can watch it on the channel if you want. Tail swing hits. A little bit of damage. Corvid in a very, very good spot right now, though. Another surprise. Oh, that one misses. And just like that, Rock Band has an opportunity. You see something that's not tail swing, though. Ooh, misses falling beak again. Rock Band finally getting out of the way of stuff. Giant wheel at 53%. It lands. That's going to win him the game. Rock Band 3 was looking kind of sketch at the beginning. Corvid never truly goes away. It's the new normal. It's always there. The 50% frame 1 giant wheel. A lot of damage. Corvid in a little bit of trouble. Goes for falling beak. It's no crit, but decent withering. You think Ima developed a herd immunity? Maybe. Ooh, 109 on the beak throws. Big damage. Dodges the tail swing. Big dodging. Doesn't dodge that one, but still in it. Hits the flutter slap. Pretty decent damage. Pretty solid withering, too. Oh, that one did no withering. Oh, the giant whip lands. Corvid got so close twice in a row. But looks like Rock Band is going to be our 4th seed overall. Does every part of Color Pandora have immunity? No, they just have unity. Good joke. They have a bad game engine. It's true. That's what powers the tram. Astrid and Golem. Golem, not Golem. There you go. And the person that was 1-1? No, that was a very clean 2-0. It was close both games, but it was a 2-0. Okay, so this is the last match of regulation. We got our top 4 after this. Perfect timing because I have 1 drink of water left. You can shoot missiles from its mouth? Yeah. Wild ducking would be very spooky. I wish Boomerang was a better tech. I like Boomerang as a tech. It's fun. You could tame him. Because you're built different. We already established you're built different, so that makes sense. Breadcrumbs. That's all it takes. Ooh, 274 to start things off. Golem with the big brow smash. Not how many people built this build. I built it. Rand built it. Bio built it. It's just the best Golem build you could make for this IMO. On the brow smash, I'll do it. And it just bodies people who don't have any speed. I like how even with no speed and 400 skill, it still only has 69% chance to hit in this. A little nice old lady below us leaves bread and french fries out for Bird. And Basil is like, is it for me? Yeah, I know. Bacon always tries to eat bread off the ground. Misses. Running away and it stretches its neck like 45 feet. Oh, there's a grit. Big grit. Dude, it's just like you just see it in the background, just like falling in slow motion. And you're one of those people who's in a horror movie and doesn't realize they can just run laterally, just like to the side. And they're trying to run along the length of it. It's like, oh god, oh god! Diving press misses. 46. Golem's still in it. Dodges the punch. Still in it. Got 56 guts. Another punch. Astrid's trying to end this, but Golem does not want it to go down this way. Wants another win. Hits the punch. Big crit gonna run down the clock on himself. Astrid still wins the game. So, game 3 coming up. $187 minus 20 guts. Pretty good. Perforate 51 misses. You gotta find all the segments that resemble dead ducking or the monster. What? And reassemble a dead ducking. Oh, okay, I see. Golem gets the big brow smash. Duck and Beacon look like? Doesn't exist. There is one that's the other way around though. Okay, so that's it. Let's take a look. Pretty crazy. Golem ties for first, which is wild. We actually have to count them up though and see who the winner is out of Azure Lang and Golem. Dougie is 3rd place, and Rock Band is 4th place. Azure Lang got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And Golem got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, I'm counting that wrong. I think Golem actually gets first overall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So it's going to be Golem versus Rock Band 3 and Azure Lang versus Dougie. Bad news for my boy Dougie. It's probably his worst matchup. But, you know, not much I can do about that. So I'm going to take a quick break and get some water. I'm going to set up final bracket, and we will be right back in about a minute. Welcome back to Monster Hunter Battle League Season 2, Week 9B. What a day it's been. I can't... Golem, 7th seed. First overall. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. He has to fight Rock Band. Rock Band 3 to be exact. That's the one with Through the Fire and Flames on it, so you know it's good. And then we got Azure Lang versus Dougie on the lower side of the bracket. So, first off, man of the hour, Golem. And not Astrid. Sorry, Astrid. Maybe one day, but he did not make top 4 today. And let me get the prediction ready. Golem and Rock Band 3. Here we go. Make your predictions. You got 50 seconds left. Get them bets in. Post-dictions. That's what happened in a fight. Like, I'll run one later to say who won. And you'll be like, I can't remember. Did Golem win? Sounds like a good idea. You designed a duck in Color Pandora where the different sections of the duck and were different Color Pandora faces. That's pretty cool. I'm really surprised they didn't do that for Monster Hunter 4 because they love giving duck in subbreeds and they loved giving things Color Pandora subbreeds. So I feel like that would have made sense, but they didn't go with it. Giant Wheel at 46 lands it. It's enough to kill Rock Band with the one-hit KO. Rock Band is actually going to get a pretty easy run, I think. Kind of lucked out by Golem getting first. I still think Golem's probably the weakest in this bracket, despite his placement today. So anybody who gets to fight Golem is Golem probably has losing matchups against everyone, is what I would say. It's not like he can't win, but he's got losing matchups against everyone. Hail Swing does 40% of your health, you're in trouble. Ooh, face attack lands. Does he get power? He doesn't. This could be it right here. 50. Misses the giant wheel on the 50-50. I like Golem's loadout. I mean, it's the best Golem loadout. I don't know. Face attack lands. Riding Duckin' was great. Yeah, that one's cool. It's pretty goofy looking. Okay, so very quick. Very quick. Is the first place curse real? That's what we're going to find out. Azure Lang and Dougie. Rematch of the century. We just saw these guys fight. So this could be a post-diction, if you want. Mr. Dark, 0 beat. Golem loses that one. Rock Band 3 wins and moves up. There you go. Prediction is live. Azure and Dougie. The flicks are so good. I think my neighbors next door are... I can't tell if they're arguing or if they're just talking very loudly because it sounds the same. They argue about the funniest things though. Like the walls in this building are paper thin, and I've absolutely heard them like yell at a guy for like spending too much money on coke and like other things like that. And it's like, guys, like I can hear when you fucking burp. I can hear when you belch. Like I can hear you yelling at him about coke. Dougie's finally gonna get through and stomp B rank next week, maybe. That's kind of what Azure Lang wants too, though, right? They've both been going at it. Good thing for you, I'm not a narc. I'm not a narc. What did I even say? I think someone next door does coke. Like even if I was a piece of shit and called the cops for that, I don't think they can actually get a warrant on that. Moose bones does sound like a narcotic. You grind them up. It's a stimulant. The moose bones, they get you going. Now they're paralyzed, coming in at 91. Azure Lang not getting angry. Oh, big crit there for 125, minus 31 guts. 20 seconds left on the clock. Azure Lang's going to get chances to attack, but it is possible he'll be locked out. Blizzard at 91 as well. Goes for scratch. Ooh, bad use of his guts. The double scratch, really not good at use of his guts. Oh, he's got guard. Oh no, guard with time left on the clock. Hits the blizzard. No, he does not hit the blizzard. It misses. Azure Lang, even if he did attack, would not have killed. His guard cuts the damage you do in half. I could help create probable cause in the US. Yeah, but I mean, if I just said I heard a conversation, like, I don't know if that's enough. Yeah, they'd probably talk to the landlord or something. But yeah, I'd never do that. Doesn't matter how much well, you know what? We do have these neighbors, like, they're not in my building, they're in another building. And there's like a family of them, and they rent out like 15 units or something, and they're just terrible, shitty people. And they constantly like rev the engines on their like 1992 BMWs without mufflers on them. Like, it's not, you know, when somebody's like, I got a cool car and I'm gonna like just rev the shit out of it at 3 a.m. They do that shit all the time, but their cars aren't modded. They're stock cars, they just don't have mufflers on. It's really funny. Just like the most pathetic shit you can imagine. And they're constantly like starting fights and stuff like that. But because the landlords of the buildings across the way from where I live are like, not the landlords, but the supers and the people who do the renting are just like excruciatingly dumb. Just like some of the stupidest people I've ever dealt with. Nice, but incredibly, incredibly stupid. Very, very good-natured, but dumb. You know those kind of people? They just keep letting this family move more and more family members into the units, and everybody hates it. And like, I don't live in like a great area, right? I kind of live in a sketchy area, so it's not like we're trying to kick out the one family that's different from the rest of us. It's nothing like that, but they suck. The guys in high school cut their mufflers to seem cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's especially funny because they do it in a parking lot, like, of the complex of buildings I live in, and then immediately have to brake. So they'll just like fucking burn out and then have to brake like 100 meters later, or even less. 100 meters, no, probably closer to like 20 to 30 meters later. Just like slam on the brakes or else they'll run into a wall because they have to make a 90-degree turn immediately. And it's like, why are you doing that? That's so hard on your engine and shit. Just like incredibly stupid people. Hope my parking lot isn't messed up. I mean, I think we caught them hitting someone on footage. I'm very confused about what's happening. But the guys are like, someone was revving, so somebody started filming out their window, and there's like a tenants group on Facebook. And they posted a picture and or a video after the revving finished, and it was like everyone was out of the car, and there was like one person laying on the ground, and they like got out and like helped him up and like sat him down on a bench. So it's like, did they hit that guy with their car? Like, what the fuck happened there? Anyway, we got losers round 1. We got Golem and we got Dougie. Golem trying to break the first place curse. Dougie trying not to go home right away. But as this tends to happen, not so much in that last set. That last set he did a good selection of stuff. But last time he made top 4, he did only power techs and went 0-2. Had to lay down. That's probably it. He had to take a nap. He caught the vapors, you know? So this is our last best 2 out of 3 of the day. After this, we will move on to best 3 out of 5. You got 20 seconds left. Get your bets in. Dougie won this when they last fought, but it was very, very close. I like how you can kind of just do whatever you want with Golem stat spread, and it's still going to be a good build. As long as you just have Golem's good techs. Just that powerful. Wizard at 63, misses. Golem's in a good spot now. And Dougie's got his power techs up and ready to go. Oh, paralyzes up 45. He can attack, goes for it at 60. It lands. How much withering are you looking at? 37. So Golem still got the guts lead by 20, but no longer has 70 guts, which is huge on Golem. Having more than 50 guts on Golem is very, very big. So having more than 50 guts boosts your defense, no matter what monster you have, but that's where guts correction starts making a big difference. Probably caught the vapors because of the cut muffler. Yeah, exactly. More than vapor. Brow smash opening. We haven't seen it. Paralyzed at 64. It hits. Half of Golem's health is gone, and both monsters have 30 guts. Golem needs to watch out because Dougie can win this with any of his intelligence attacks. 64% chance. It lands. 182 damage. That'll do it. Dougie. Hard matchup. Hard matchup for the Golem. Even with that speed, not really enough. So now we got Rock Band 3. And we got Azure Lang in Winners Finals. One of these monsters guaranteed a spot in rank B. Let's get the prediction up and going. As a reminder, this is best 3 out of 5, as is everything else from this point on. Rock Band 3 and Azure Oolong. Okay. Prediction is live. Make your bets. So, first place Curse, alive and well. But what a run from him today, man. You cannot say Golem didn't do his best today. And the only monster he lost to all day was Dougie. And then he lost to Color Pandora in finals. So he literally only lost to 2 monsters. He gets 4th overall, losing to Dougie twice, and losing to Color Pandora once. That's it. He beat everybody else. Yeah, and he almost beat both of them, yeah. Almost beat goal of him. No. Giant Wheel at 69. 187 damage, minus 5 guts. Claw Assault for 140. Punch does 111. Power Reel. Sounds like fishing equipment. Azure Lang gets the Reel KO. Reel has been working out for him today. That's some shit Bob Azuna would try to sell me. That's a reference I don't think anybody gets. He advertised at the end of his show along with Rocky Manson's Fish Crisp. You guys don't get any of these references. It's so niche, but that's okay. I only have 22 viewers in chat. If any single person got that reference, that'd be so funny. But that's fine. Game 3, 1 apiece. So like there's a good example of a reference that I find very, very funny. Nobody else gets, but that's fine. All good. It was a good reference. Punch lands. It was funny when you looked up Bob Azumi. Yeah. Rocky Power Reel again. Here we go. Rocky Manson's Fish Crisp was like a shake and bake for fish that was like advertised at the end of every fishing show I ever saw. No idea what it tastes like, but I assume it tastes like shake and bake. Colossal lands. Big damages. Shake and bake does taste pretty good. It's spices. You can... It's good. It's fine. You can make it yourself, though, for, like, pennies. Wait, who won that last one? Did Rock Band win that last one? He did, right? He's up 2-1? Oh, no, Azure Lang did. It's 3-1 now. Yeah, it's 3-1. So, Azure Lang, congratulations. About your monster moves on. But now it's down to me and Stardust. Stardust, dust. Stardust. Stardust, Stardust. What a good song. We'll play the Stardust song if Rock Band 3 advances. Damn, people did not like Rock Band in that matchup. I don't think it was that one-sided. Rock Band 3 Dougie prediction is live. Make your bets. This is losers finals. One of these monsters will be eliminated. The other one will make top 2 and advance to B rank. There is no going back. This is the big one, folks. Make your bets. Stardust won this in the round robin, but it was fairly close. All crabs advanced, so you're happy? Yeah, there's none left, right? He was the last one. It's really crazy that he was the last one. Like, he was the best monster in C rank for a very long time. The entire time, basically. Both guys are so bad. I mean, you knew going well-rounded with no powerful text wasn't going to do you very good. Like, you know enough about the game to know that wasn't going to work. And then God's Plan is just fucking nonsense. But Baku knows that. Blizzard misses at 87. Thought the speed was going to do more. But the thing is, the speed can't do much if there's no power to back it up, right? So even if you dodge 60% of the attacks, when it actually is your turn to attack, if you're doing no damage, it doesn't matter. 67. Damn. It's a lot of withering. That's why I got the anger for that. Blizzard at 91. That lands as well. 200. Dougie has the guts lead. Rock Band still has 100 life, though. And Dougie has 2 crappy techs up front that he can just spend all his guts on. It's not over yet. Blizzard at 89, though. 189 damage. Rock Band goes down. Yeah, speed alone can't win a match because the longer a match goes on when speed is your only thing. Santana's still in. Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. We saw them fight yesterday. The longer a match goes on, the less speed matters. Speed should exist to give you an advantage and land an attack. And land an attack that is meaningful. But if you're relying on dodging every single attack when you're capped at a certain number and everyone else can kind of match that with their skill, then you're kind of in trouble. Reverse jinxing myself to win rounds. Was I reverse jinxing myself? I was just saying how things worked out. Dougie does have 2 power techs that he can do whenever he wants. Blizzard lands 222. The double Blizzard. 176. Dougie up 2-0 on match point. Oh, the frame 1 Blizzard, another crit, 185. Rock Band can get a big hit here, but Giant Wheel misses. Oh no, that's bad. I like the tech loadout, but I need to rethink the stat spread. Yeah, I think with that stat spread, you would have needed like Thwack and Smash Thwack or something like that. Just to do enough damage to make it worth it. Scratch lands, not a lot of damage. Giving Rock Band a chance to get back into it. What a nice guy. What a nice pup. Giant Whip at 76 lands. Big 151. Bite again. Not going to do any damage. Oh my god. He's down into the yellow. This is really, really scary because Dougie cannot kill with his power attacks from this range, but he can proc power with every single time he attacks. Hits the Paralyze at 89. Crits the Paralyze. I'll take it. Dougie wins 3-0 and advances along with Azure Lang. I'll take it. Moose, why didn't you build power if your monster spams physical attacks so much? I know. I know. I did. I built some. Anyway, here we go. Both these monsters advance. But who is the winner? Prediction is live. Make your bets. Azure Lang and Dougie fighting each other. Is only Jean-Claude left? No, Onosaur is as well. Dougie's actually only my second monster to advance. So, all you guys booing and hooing about your monsters not advancing. This is my second monster making it out of rank C in week 9. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I do have a monster in rank A. There's a pretty big gap between my good monster and the rest. Who would have thought that a golem with just the optimal stat spread and the optimal attacks would do very well, and everything else that was kind of goofy did not do as well. Who would have thought? Huh? Who would have thought? Okay, 10 seconds left. Get your bets in. Very one-sided for Azure Lang. I think, based on what we've seen, makes a lot of sense. Dougie does not go for an exact frame 1, but does land that quick Blizzard. Azure Lang now angry. Dougie can't really do 449 damage quickly. That's a big issue of his. Pushes him back, does what he needs to do, goes for another Blizzard immediately. Another crit, minus 14. He does have 60% chance to crit that, so it's more likely to crit than not. But even then, it's very nice when it does. Boss Assault lands, not enough to kill. They are back. They're in that far range. Scratch, not going to do it. Pushes him back. He goes for Blizzard, maybe. Wishful thinking on my part. Goes for a bite, doesn't do any damage. Another punch that lands. Dougie. Still not gritting. He's not in a gritting mood today. No opening. Dougie building a guts lead. Decides to waste it on bite. Oh, dodges the punch though. So technically has the guts lead. Boss Assault lands. You know what? A guts lead doesn't matter too much anymore. Scratch misses at 85. Hits at 84, does no damage. And there's the bite. 2 in a row. Do I see 3? Give me 3. Get punched in the noggin. Dougie's having a hard time. Death Scythe lands at 84. That's going to be a KO. And once again, no grit. I'm okay with my luck today. I'm not worried. I'm not like whining about... Oops. I'm not whining about the no grit. But I would like to see one. Maybe next time, right before he gets 3-0'd. Game 3, Azure Lang on match point. It's not even 11 o'clock. It's a very, very quick stream. That's like that 83, that lands. I want a bingo-thon. Yeah, I want 2 bingo-thons. Champ. 2 years running. Let's go. I always lose in whenever we do practices, though. Third sub 3 hours, bro. I'm great at this. Blizzard misses at 89. Dougie trying to get us home early. Good job, Dougie. Fantastic miss. I do not think Dougie can win this. Especially not after that. And the hair after party stream is interrupted by some meddlesome raider. I know. We have to take a look at hair. And there's the KO. You made me proud, kid. You did it. Into a scratch. He did it. He did the thing. He's a winner in my eyes. But my eyes are not the eyes of the prediction outcome. Azure Lang wins that one. Nobody makes any money on that bet. Very, very one-sided. Got back up for one more power attack. Wouldn't have had it any other way. Let's take a look at our final bracket. So, there we go. We had first place curse for the Golem. Dougie losing round 1 to Azure Lang. Beating everyone else. Losing to Azure Lang again. It happens. Let's play the Song of My People. And we'll talk a little bit more about Monster Rancher. And about the next couple of weeks and the schedule. That's the wrong thing. That's okay. That's a good place to end it for my recording, though.